we're on Flakko page. Let's see what Flakko got going. Matter of fact, I already know which one I'm finna. Let's see why it's over for Pooh Shiesty.
To make sure Atlantic make more money so he can make more money. He's not worried about taking care of you. He's not worried about rewarding you for being, right, like the biggest, most solid street dude on planet Earth. This album that Pooh Shiesty just dropped is gonna get him life in prison. Let me remind you guys that Pooh Shiesty is currently in jail, facing Fed charges that could land him in prison for the rest of his life. That is not out of the realm of possibility.
Justice Department is laying out some details about this crime involving some big name rappers, Gucci Mane and 2 other industry pros who were apparently kidnapped and robbed, according to the Justice Department, by Pooh Shiesty, by Big 30, along with some others. A total of 9 suspects have been arrested. So here's what we know. These DOJ officials say Gucci Mane was lured into what was a fake business meeting in Dallas at a music studio that turned into what they called an armed takeover, where Mane and these others were held at gunpoint. This is back in January. They got robbed of their Rolexes, their cash, their jewelry. At one point, Gucci Mane was even basically forced to sign a release from a record label. Priscilla Thompson is joining us now. It is wild stuff, Priscilla. What else happened?
Yeah, Hallie, unbelievable, made for the movies kind of stuff. So Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci Mane's record label. So this business meeting was scheduled in January at a recording studio in Dallas, and Pooh Shiesty shows up with 8 other people. You mentioned Big 30. Also, his father was among those with him, and Gucci Mane shows up with 2 people. They're all in this recording studio together. Pooh Shiesty says to Gucci Mane, "Can we speak privately?" And he allegedly, according to this complaint, asked Gucci Mane to sign a release form that would release Pooh Shiesty from the record deal. Gucci Mane declined. They argue back and forth. Pooh Shiesty asks someone to bring him a bag and pulls out an AK-style pistol, according to this complaint, and demands that Gucci Mane sign this document releasing him from the recording deal. After that document is signed, then he goes on, Pooh Shiesty, to steal Gucci Mane's wedding ring, other jewelry, his wallet, and then the small group of individuals goes back out into the larger group that's in that recording studio, and apparently all 8 of the other men who were with Pooh Shiesty pull out guns and began demanding property from Gucci Mane and the men who were with them. So we're talking about Louis Vuitton bags, Rolexes, cash, recording studio, and apparently all after that document is signed, then he goes on, Pooh Shiesty, to steal Gucci Mane's style pistol, according to this complaint, and demands that Gucci Mane sign this document releasing him from the recording deal. After that document is signed, other jewelry, his wallet.
I know I was tripping. The nigga came out of him. Yeah, the nigga came out. She kept on saying Gucci Mane, but then she just said Gucci Mane. I seen me go back. The nigga came out of him.
And then the small group of individuals goes back out into the larger group that's in that recording studio, and apparently all 8 of the other men who were with Pooh Shiesty pull out guns and began demanding property from Gucci Mane and the men who were with them. So we're talking about Louis Vuitton bags, Rolexes, cash, wallets. There's even physical altercations where there are photos of people with scratches. At one point, the complaint says that there was a man who had a gun put to his head, and they believed that they were all going to be executed, but they were allowed to leave eventually.
And people, here's the good part, all right? We don't even have to use our imagination. It all took place on camera for us to see.
Shit, oh, shit. You dropping this done deal. Bro, let them know it's a done deal. Bro, it's a done deal. Let them know you dropping me. I drop you. No, say it. Who should I say drop from 1017? Shout out to real nigga ain't never did no police shit or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on. Bro, we just did that. That's done. What you do? You drop. You said you want to be dropped. You drop. Scrub it. Paper.
That's my thing about this. You're going to do all of this to the man. Why would you do it to him on camera? Why would you make sure that you record it all on camera? For what? Like, just in case you played me, I got it on camera. Okay. What you can't show this to nobody and they go, you going to jail, you tell the judge, look judge, look right here, you see that's him on camera? I had to hold the gun up to him so he wouldn't go nowhere to say it. That ain't gonna work.
So, I'm more impressed that, that Pooh Shiesty thought this would work. Watch this. I am more impressed that Pooh Shiesty thought a video of somebody pulling a gun out on Gucci Mane as he's confirming he dropped them would get. Like I'm so confused as like what possible outcome did Pooh Shiesty expect other than him being arrested and put in jail. But here's the thing, okay? If the footage of him robbing or kidnapping Gucci Mane was not enough, okay? If the eyewitnesses was not enough, Pooh Shiesty just dropped an album and he did everything possible on his album to get himself a life sentence. This album was nothing short of a self-incrimination and a statement on himself. After kidnapping Gucci Mane, holding him at gunpoint with a Draco, robbing him, and then robbing the people that he was with a Draco, Pooh Shiesty raps, swear with that Drake, I do ish bogus. Go ask blank, which I can only assume stands for Gucci. Go ask Gucci about it, ninja. Then he goes, I know why most rappers are bees, and I'm finna tell you the difference. They trying to live what they rap. Meanwhile, I'm rapping how I'm living. Rapper-wise, he might be king. Gucci Mane album in 2015 was called King Gucci. Rapper-wise, he might be king. In the streets, I'm the governor, ninja. Swear with that Drake, he says it again. I do ish bogus. Go ask blank Gucci about it, ninja.
And one gonna file for with that Drake, I do bogus. Go ask about it. I know why most rappers don't finna tell you the difference. They trying to live what they rap. Meanwhile, I'm rapping how I'm living. Rapper wise, he might be king in the streets from the government. Or with that Drake, I do bogus. Go ask about it.
With Base 44, a simple sentence becomes your website.
I
can't believe he did it and then turn around and rapped about it and put the name on it, who he did it to. Like, it's damn near like he feel like this gonna make the album sell more. He just going in there and do some time behind it or something. I don't know.
Even call that self-snitching anymore, bro. I think at this point, Pooh Shiesty has fully accepted he's gonna do a long time in prison. He's caught on camera. There's really no way to fight this. They got the Draco on camera. Like, they're kidnapping him. They're holding him hostage. They're making him, say on camera that he's released. They just made him sign the paperwork, right? Gucci Mane is telling. The witnesses there are telling. Like, there's a 0% chance he beats this because, well, they're telling and it's on camera. So he fully understands what he's about to get himself into, right? He don't expect to beat this. He has came to the realization, and the realization is he's gonna go out his way, and his way is robbing Gucci Mane and then bragging about it on a record, even though he's a part of an active Fed case. In a song called Reap What You Sow, which also falls into my theory, I think Pooh Shiesty has accepted his decisions. Like, he has accepted his fate, and he ain't tripping at all. Because in a song called Reap What You Sow, he rapped, all I asked was the bare minimum. Ninja held his nuts on me, talking about, all I asked was for Gucci to give me this. Because apparently, Pooh Shiesty like wanted to stay in the contract, but he just wanted Gucci to give him back his masters, right? Because he felt like he signed an effed up deal. He signed a deal when he wasn't in a position to really have leverage, but now he's hot. He done gave Gucci Mane a couple platinum records. He done made Gucci Mane millions of dollars, and he just felt like, bruh, if I gave you like damn near like 6, 7, 8 years of an effed up contract, right? Like, bro, I done recouped and over recouped. You saw me when I was like a little dirty kid, man. I gave you a couple platinum records, but bro, just give me back my masters, man. Gucci said, hell nah. Like, I can give you another advance. I can give you you feel me? A bigger advance. Like, I can give you some more money, but I ain't giving you back that, you feel me? Like, back the masters. But we can renegotiate. I give you a higher percentage, but I ain't giving you back the masters. And Pooh Shiesty felt like the masters was the bare minimum. So if you're not trying to give it to me, he goes right here. So I took it there. Yeah. F you mean, ninja. I took it there. This is, bro. Yo, listen, man. Listen, bro. Yo, Boosie. Because I seen Boosie did like an entire video about, yo, why y'all be solving crimes on YouTube? Bro, won't be solving crimes, but the rappers be solving crimes, bro. The man says, all I asked was the bare minimum, ninja. He held his nuts on me, so I took it there. Yeah, F you mean. He's saying I'll do it again. But there are gonna be some people who will see me pointing out these lyrics and call me the police.
And in the pod eating Popeye selling dope off an Apple Watch. Rumor, I shook the pen just like I shook the streets. At first you said I was jail talking, now all of a sudden you believe in me. I ain't never needed no hoe. Always been what a hoe need. Took the critics, I beat the feds. That shit me. All I asked was the bare minimum. Hell, this nuts on me. So I took it there. Yeah, you supposed to put hoes on their back. You put your on their feet, especially when they certified. Took their time and they screamed. Never got hoes, never folded, and they putting on for the team.
I gotta admit, what Pooh Shiesty did was dumb. All right, so I don't want to back away from that. What he did was dumb. Kids, do it the legal way, okay? Kids, do it the legal way. But you have to admit, that's like the most compelling argument for. If you were to have an argument for doing something as dumb as Pooh Shiesty did, that's like the most compelling argument I've ever heard. That's understandable. Like, even though what Pooh Shiesty did was dumb, even though what he did cannot be defended, I'm not defending it. I'm not defending it, bro. That's the most compelling argument I've heard yet for Pooh Shiesty. Man, listen, man. Yo, he knew he was dealing with a real street. Yo, I went to jail for 5 years, man. He ate, right? He ate good off me. You know, I ain't squeal. I kept it solid. I kept my mouth shut. I ain't complaining about nothing. Man, I came home, man. He's supposed to take care of me, man. You know, and he got to hanging his nuts on me. Nah, man, you only put the like the women, you put the women on their back, not no gangster. That's the most compelling argument I think anybody can have. And you can't really argue with Pooh. You can't really argue with him. The only thing you'll say is, man, Pooh, you should have went to the courthouse, man. But you can't really argue. He's not lying. He's telling the truth.
The number one reason traders lose money isn't bad strategy. It's emotions, fear.
I don't see why he just didn't do like Gunna did. Gunna, I'm pretty sure Gunna wasn't too happy about how his team did him. Thug, 21, everybody over there. So he just came out dropping hit after hit after hit after hit until he got out of his contract. That would have been the smartest thing to do. If you ask me, I mean.
Right? You can't be hogging all the motion. Come on. He not capping. That's a fact. Gucci was supposed to reward him for being solid, but here's the thing, though. Pooh Shiesty thought he was signed to a street ninja. Pooh Shiesty ain't know, bro. It been 5 years, but bro, you been going for 5 years, man. Gucci Mane done changed, bro. Gucci ain't no street dude no more, man. Gucci is corporate, right? Gucci is an executive at Atlantic, bro. Gucci is working for Atlantic, not for you, Shiesty. So Gucci is doing whatever he could do to make sure Atlantic make more money so he can make more money. He not worried about taking care of you. He not worried about rewarding you for being, right, like the biggest, most solid street dude on planet Earth. He made another very compelling argument for why Gucci is flawed. In the song called McLaren Truck, Pooh Shiesty wrote, "Hey, P, quit ball hogging that motion. Turn your members up." Like, come on, like that's as, like, I'll be real, like that's as clear cut as you can make it, right? That was his model, bro. Like, there's enough money for us all to eat, but it feels like you taking everything for yourself and you're not really looking out. right? You ain't supposed to treat me like no sucker because I'm solid, and I always kept it solid. That was his mentality. He was expecting Gucci to keep it solid, and Gucci ain't keep it solid because Gucci done transformed to an executive. He's no longer a street dude. You are signed to an executive, and Shiesty couldn't take it.
Get them cut, won't make me proud. Go catch a face, call Katie when you zip them up. Hey, quit ball hogging that motion. Turn your members up. We migrated to FRT. The feds picking them switches up. The type of pressure we apply, we make gangsters go snitch on us. If you panic up on the move, we label you free, cup. I kept trying to pull Hank out the car, but one of his feet.
The pressure that we apply make gangsters go and snitch on us. I mean, sound like an autobiography here, people. Listen, man, if the footage was not enough, I can almost guarantee you these lyrics is going to be used in court. They're going to be brought up. These lyrics are probably going to guarantee that Pooh Shiesty does life in prison. Because, bro, Pooh Shiesty's sentence is what? I think what he's like looking at something crazy like 47 years in prison or some nonsense like that, bro. He's what, 28, 27? Bruh, it's not a guarantee you survive a 40-plus year sentence, bruh. The average American lived to like, what, 70? Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think, okay? Was these lyrics smart? Let me know, okay?
Lyrics definitely was the dumbest shit this nigga could have ever did. Golly. Who be these niggas? Big homie.